Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. How are we doing today? How are we doing? Yes, welcome, welcome. Did we see the memo today? Did we see it? Did we see it? I've been trying really hard to not say anything at all for a really long time. Really long time. I guess it's, you know, too bad the blue memos are false. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? It's actually really funny because obviously I could just like change one of the memos, right? To be like all blue memos are true. However, I think because you pointed it out, it would feel like it'd feel wrong to change it now, you know what I mean? I actually pulled the good old-fashioned game design thing, which is assuming the player's degree of not intelligence, but like ability to read shorthand. I assumed anybody who like was very involved in blueprints would just like take it for granted. I did not expect it to just wrap all the way around and be like, well, actually, technically, you know, take nothing for granted. Makes sense. Completely reasonable. But yeah, it would feel like, it's funny too, because, you know, I shouldn't say a lot of them because I don't want to spoil it, but there's a number of them that are probably optional, you know what I mean? Like, I could just very easily change one of them to be like, well, actually, blue memos are true, but, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that, so. It's a puzzle game, you gotta think. Yeah, which is... which is really funny, because then you're like, okay, well, what about these memos? And it's like, I don't know, are you supposed to think about them? Is there supposed to be thought going through your head or your brain? The answer is no. The answer is, yeah, I don't know about that. I was debating whether I want to, like, put this up, like, on the screen, but my friend has sent me, like, the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Which I'm just gonna explain to you instead of just like putting it on the screen because I'm a coward. I don't think this has to be on the screen. They sent me what appears to be a rhythm game. This is at Famitsu. I'm gonna assume that it is a more recent post. I don't know, maybe it's not. But this has 809,000 views, around 13k likes, 3.5k retweets, and 93 comments. This is what appears to be a trailer for a game, a rhythm game, where it is highlighting the legs of 3 cute anime girls. And there's a picture, there's a frame where a can is being squeezed between the legs, and that the main gameplay of this rhythm game is that you crush each beat between your thighs, or you swipe them off to the side. And naturally, my reply to my friend was, thank you for blessing me with this today. I watched it at least twice. Oh, man. Photos printed? Boat goes binted? Boat goes binted? You wanna know what's my favorite part of that clip, by the way? Because Gigi Murren from HoloLive English, I guess I should know what wave so that I can, like, fully say the bit. From Justice. Is that, like, she just like slowly, like the gears turn in her head so slowly that it's like, boat goes, boat binted, boat goes binted, and it's like this very slow and gradual like brain blast into, like, you're not really certain about it as you're saying it out loud, but then it like clicks in her brain and it's like, boat goes binted. What? Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah. Best part about not assuming the validity. I can speak today. Probably won't be live for too long, by the way. I'm maybe just a little tired. I got a lot of work done yesterday, which is good. Things are going according to plan. Things are moving at the correct pace. So that is good. I just, there's still work. There's still more to do. There's still more to prepare. But I got a lot of the main things out of the way, which were, like, genuinely, like, just the time it takes to export and make sure everything is, like every single thing is exported and put in the right place. I don't know. There's a lot of... It just takes a long time. It literally took me, like, to assemble one thing. It took me, like, probably, like, 6 hours just to do export. So, and place it. And I'm just like, man, this is... Anyways, I'm not trying to complain. It's good. It's good work. But things are moving. Best part about not assuming the validity of blue memos is that the reverse of all red memos are false isn't even all red memos are true. It's red memos can be true. So doing so makes everything uncertain. Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah. That always tripped me up, I think, for the parlor puzzles. Like, some of them, it felt like you should assume the direct reverse or the direct opposite, and sometimes it was, like, not exactly the direct opposite. It was, like, yeah. That was always a little confusing to me. I got an ad, and the first thing I hear when it ends is squeeze between the legs. Yes, so that is a... I have no idea what this rhythm game is called, but good for them. I'm happy for them. I'm glad that there is someone who feels strongly about it. That feels strongly about anime thighs. That's based. That's what I would call it. I would call it based. One moment to reply to a friend. They finally have a card in stock that I've been trying to, like, get for a while. Just, like, I don't know, I kept checking, and it's the, Narset and Shiko, the face commander of the Jeskai deck, which I, like, really did not want to have to buy the entire Jeskai deck, because, that is not possible. Can't do that one. But they finally have the single for it at my locals, so I will be trying that out today. Excited to do, but I also need to, like, the current Narset deck. I love whenever I just start talking about Magic, and then I'm like, I have that moment where I'm like, no one cares about this. My current Narset deck has, like, probably, like, 10 or 15 cantrips or something like that, and very little lands. So my favorite thing about switching between, like, Narset aggro and, like, a reasonable Jeskai deck that doesn't suck dick is just, like, needing to remember how many cantrips I'm supposed to cut and how many lands I'm supposed to put in, because I'm running like 27 lands or something, which several Magic content creators will tell you, like, what are you doing? You're playing with fire, you have no lands in your deck, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care, I have like 15 cantrips, it's fine. And sometimes you only draw 3 lands and one of them gets wastelanded, and sometimes you draw exactly 6 lands and then you pop the fuck off because your entire deck is gas. So I don't really know what to say, but if I'm trying to play a more reactive or comparable deck that isn't butt aggro, I need to put more lands in it. So that's gonna be fun to figure out later today. Okay. Alright, so because we aren't planning on being live for super long today, by the way, I really want to get like a video out for like to chronicle this run. I wanted to commit to just having more, because I really liked just the like raw supercut. Like, I'm not even trying to like put things in the right order or like be super inclusive to all of the things that happen in the run. It's just literally like, these are the cool things that happened, these are the cool things that I saw. I just want to like put them all to chronicle us playing Elden Ring. I'm like halfway through doing last stream, and because of that, actually, I was planning on maybe moving Monday to Tuesday, like a day Monday to get something edited, and then a day Thursday to get something edited for Friday. Because those, like, just dedicating a full day to like having something ready, because it'll probably take like a couple of hours. I think that would help, rather than having the stretch of like Friday to Monday, that 4-day stretch. I think breaking it up will help, like have a second video. So, okay. Let's get started. We are playing Elden Ring. Oh, I'm offline for some reason. That's weird. I launched Steam Steam is in online mode. Go offline. It is online, so that's interesting. I don't know why. Maybe I have to set whether or not it's launched online or offline. But I tried launching it online last time and it didn't work, so I was actually surprised that it was working today. But yeah, let's continue. So last time we just did some side dungeons. We were kind of making our way down to the southern part of the map because we're doing the Frenzied Flame run today. Frenzied Flame. Oh yeah, we beat the guy. That's what happened. That was the last thing we did. I really need to not do the controls for Expedition 33. These are quite different. Oh, that's the other thing too. I wanted to mention, because it's sort of been... It's been my last... day or so? Not day. I mean, I really wanted to play yesterday, but I was, you know, getting stuff done, and I wanted to play more the day before that, and then I didn't end up doing it. But if by tomorrow I get the... If I catch up, I'm pretty close. I've been playing more Expedition 33, but I restarted. Because I actually wanted to try Expert, because I felt like when we were playing on normal, and I can say this now that I've played a little bit on Expert, is that like, it felt like normal I did not have to perform very well to succeed. And while I think that that's okay, like, it's a completely reasonable experience to play it on normal, I actually was really enjoying the boss fights on Expert, because I basically had to do at least 2 cycles of the bosses, like either a break cycle, like they didn't immediately die as soon as I got like 1 break. So I started a second file, and I'm sort of using it as like a recoat for my characters, because I wanted to try the Maella tank stuff, because I wanted to like parry more. And and I just wanted to like vibe check to see if I could handle the bosses and stuff. And I've been doing okay. Like I've been struggling. Like, I've still been failing. It's not like I parry like every single thing perfectly, but it's been pretty fun. So yeah. Why do you call her Mayella? Oh yeah, because I keep thinking the E is like a, it's like a E with like an accent. I think would make it, but it's Mayel, right? I keep thinking it's that's just me getting it wrong. Short answer, it's just me getting it wrong. But yes, Mayel. Yeah, it's fun to parry a bunch of stuff. And basically, what I was thinking, actually, I was getting pretty excited about it, and I'm excited to hopefully have some pretty fun fights, because would it not? Is it not the? I guess I'd be like my LA. Isn't one of them pronounced my LA? I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about this right now. Yeah, so the reason I'm excited is because I've given Mayel Mayel dash pause word. I've given her more defense, and because I thought about this actually, is that my friend sort of said, "Welcome, Kiru." My friend mentioned or brought up Yahtzee's review of the game. I haven't talked about much. I still haven't been spoiled on anything. Like, I'm not... This is not... no spoilers. Still no spoilers. But they brought up how, like, okay, well, you can just parry or dodge the entire game, and then, like, you don't take any damage, and that's fine. Or, like, that can make it a little boring for people. And then I guess what I wanted to say was, like, that's the game, you know what I mean? So I guess it was pointed out in the sort of like, oh, well, you know, oh, is Elden Ring boring if you just dodge everything, you know what I mean? It's like, no, the gameplay is dodging everything. Like, that's the fun part. And what I realized was that if you actually raise your defense stat, it gives you more opportunities to mess up. And actually, the fun part of it isn't trying to perfectly dodge everything. It's like how the stakes change as you fail dodges or you fail parries. Like, if you try to go for a parry and get hit, well, you can switch to dodging because you didn't, like, parry the things anyways. If it's a multi-hit against your entire party, you can, like, dodge the first couple and then parry. Or maybe you can choose to, like, not try to parry an entire combo because you know it's too hard, so you can dodge. It's like, there's a lot of decisions you can make still within that gameplay. And I think that having a character who actually has a defense stat will, like, make that experience more fun. Because you'll get more opportunities to sort of, like, play around with the dodging, with making those moment-to-moment decisions. Which I didn't think I was going to get out of the base experience. Like, I didn't think I was going to get that out of normal mode, so I'm trying to set up this expert save file, hopefully, for tomorrow. So, I'm actually, like, pretty excited about that. I was having a good time replaying on expert. I also missed a bunch of stuff, by the way, which... I was maybe going to show this tomorrow, but I kind of want to show it today. It's bad, dude. It's not good. It's... Maybe I should save it for tomorrow. I don't know. It's bad. It's not good. I'll show it tomorrow. If you remind me, I'll show it tomorrow. Or if I remember to show it. Or maybe by that time, I'm just going to go... no, you know, like, I'm not doing it. It's funny. Yeah, okay, anyways, moving on. It's Mayella. though my LA is pretty close. Oh, with the E with an accent. Hello, Flares von Milfria. Well, I don't think that that's the case. I do some other shit. Now, have fun. Alright, well, enjoy playing Night Rain. Yeah, I've seen some gameplay of it. It looks kind of interesting, but I don't know if it's anything that I would ever play, personally. It looks really cool, though. One guy made a build based on just face tanking everything and he killed bosses like that. Yeah, that's, like, cool. That's interesting, right? The point of gameplay is to just, like, play. You know what I mean? It's not... I think a lot of people miss that. So, I want to engage with the main systems of the game with the understanding that I am not perfect. So, I am going to make a defense character. That's fun. I did miss stuff. I did. Yes, that is correct. It turns out that when I'm trying to read chat and I'm not paying attention to what's on screen, that I very easily miss stuff. That is correct. However, when I'm not doing that, it is a lot easier to see that there are pathways. Y'all keep distracting me. I need you to stop. Okay. I love spending half an hour not playing the game. It's very fun. Okay, we were going to go to... Oh, wait, I don't have to be at a thing to fast travel. Hold on a second. So we're gonna go back to where we were. We opened a thing over here at the Dragon Burnt Ruins. And I think we were actually looking for the dragon. I don't know if we found the dragon yet. I'm gonna go back. Kind of curious. Oh. Oomst. Really not a huge fan of these crabs. I know, because I know they're just fuckers. How are your first opinions about Clair Obscur? Overhyped? Good? Could be better? Asking about both fun and gameplay mechanic-wise. I mean, the lens that I've been trying to take with a lot of things recently is that, like, you know, it's not about objective criteria, right? Or a lot of my enjoyment of things, like, basically barely comes from objective criteria. I think that the observation of objective criteria is good for the purposes of making things objectively better, you could say. But I personally, when I'm playing games, maybe don't care about that as much. Similarly, I've been watching, I think C-Doc had a video recently about just a bunch of random-ass games he played that are all, like, really cool. They look very interesting, but maybe they're not the most polished or AAA or whatever kinds of games. I don't know if you would consider Expedition 33 like that, but I really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it quite a lot. Yeah, it's not AAA, it's something. I don't know if it's... If people... The thing is, like, some people say, like, indie, some people say, like, triple I, some people say double A or single A, and it's like, I don't know. These classifications are beyond me, and I frankly don't really care, to be completely honest with you. But I've really enjoyed it. I've had a lot of fun. I think that the thing that I've said is that I really enjoy the character-specific mechanics. I've enjoyed learning them. I feel like because all of the characters can do a lot of different things, like they have a clear system, like a clear, understandable system about, like, oh, like, you can do tanking, which usually involves breaking, and, like, you know, break damage is important, or, like, actions, and buffs, or healing. Like, I guess I look at all of the parts of the system, and I kind of go, like, yeah, I could see myself using all of these. I will say the one thing that I haven't enjoyed as much about the game is that it feels like you can put infinite pictos on everybody. Like, I haven't even used any of my Lumina points, and it feels like I can just, like, give everybody everything, which feels kind of bad, because then the opportunity cost between what each character can do isn't as clear. I'm hoping that later on in the game that my characters can narrow down a little bit more. Oh, hey, look, it's the dragon. That I wasn't sure if they were going to show up or not. Can I fight it? Am I supposed to fight it on horseback, or I actually genuinely don't know. Let's try. Okay. Very cool. But yeah, I will say, also, some of the timing is a little bit rough. Like, I was fighting the mini-boss in the first area again on Expert, and I just really could not get a good sense for where the dodge or parry timing was on its second attack. So I definitely think some of the timing for some of the things are a little, like, come on, man, you know what I mean? And there was even a... there was a short, like, or a skit, right? Like, it was a full video about, like, just their enemy was a bunny, and they're just, like, winding up this punch for actually 50 seconds or something like that, and then they end up doing a left jab. And it's like, come on! How was I supposed to read that? Which basically describes some of the attacks in the game. So, you know, some of them are a little, I don't know, but I really like the interplay of, you know, you don't have to parry everything. Like, it feels like if they're going for a really long string combo, like, maybe you don't need to parry everything. Like, you can just dodge those. But maybe when they're going for a single attack, like, the slow attacks are, like, much more telegraphed, they're easier to read, and those are, like, you see how there's all those, like, different buckets, right? Like they don't expect you to parry everything, which I thought was interesting conceptually. I hope I have enough MP for this. Just gonna keep walking around and being annoying. Okay. It's really giving me Rathalos vibes. Yeah, but I'm really enthralled by the story, personally. So I'm very excited to be playing it again tomorrow. The prologue really set the tone well. I like that there was a good mix of people who, you know... Oh, I was blocking. I guess I can't block that. I thought there were other fire things that I blocked, but... So yeah, I think the narrative sets the tone well. I think that building your personal stake in the matter is also... They do a good job of that. I don't know. I have a lot of good things to say about the game. I've really been enjoying it, so... do I know health, so it might have been chip damage? That's fair. It could have been. You did block, your shield only has 55 protection. Yeah, so it might have been chip damage. Man, I just want to get crushed so badly. Oh, it has multiple hits, too. Okay. Is this fair? It may be called a heater shield, but that's not because of its defensive properties. That's fair. How'd you like the Dragon mixtape? I thought it was fire. I mean, I just genuinely don't know what I'm supposed to do about, like, the large breath attacks that are like that. Like, when it's just stomping around and stuff. Get on the horse? You know what? That's fair. That's reasonable. Unfortunately, I'm just, like, literally obsessed with being, like, a tiny little bug that's gonna be, like, crushed under the dragon's feet. Because I'm just a pathetic human beneath this ancient dragon's... I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm just gonna stop. I don't even like this bit. It is true though. That's funny. It looked like the thing blocked it for me, but I'm almost certain it was just because I was at the edge of their range. Okay, alright. Can I, like, charge their feet? Can't ride this monster whip. Yeah, unfortunately. I want to ride the dragon so bad. But I just can't. How's it going, Velk? You doing... What is it doing, bro? Like, are you good? You good, fam? Like, what's going on there? Like, can you come down here so I can actually attack you, or... You're just gonna be a piece of shit and then make it so I can't even interact. Come on, we're close. Hey, let's go! Good, would have stopped by more often, but Helldivers has had me by the nuts. That's totally fair. I've heard, like, really cool things have been going on in Helldivers. Something like, you guys were defending Super Earth, and every city fell except for Sweden and the Philippines, I think. That was my understanding. Which is hilarious, by the way. Like, I just find that really funny. I used to play a lot of Helldivers. I actually kind of wanted to make it like a part of this channel, like playing it on this channel more often, but my frail old man body has started showing its age. So unfortunately, holding down the W key for several hours is actually not good for my hands, and has caused me some pains. So, but that's okay. It's okay. I also felt like, I don't know, maybe I wasn't the best at commentating. I just feel like I'm not very good at doing this live streaming thing, you know what I mean? I'm just not very good at it. Just finding things to talk about sometimes. The only thing that I can reliably think about or think on... Yeah, it's a good call. I'm gonna go to the lake. Is that I can rely on having the meta thoughts of struggling to find something to talk about, or in general, my inability to perform sometimes. But maybe that's not... maybe it's not the best thing that I can rely on because it's not actually interesting. Who knows? Who knows? We managed to save 2 cities. Yeah, out of like 10 or something like that, which is funny to me personally. I find that funny. Simply because like the dramatic stakes, you know. Oh, there's a thing over there. The dramatic stakes seem more real once you get to that point, you know. You just stop saying inability to perform? Wait, why? What's the problem with my inability to perform? What, just because I'm old, do you think, like... No, what's the problem with that, huh? What's the problem? So wait, where... Why does the lighting break every time I, like, go inside anywhere, man? I can't see anything! There was supposed to be a thing here, right? Where was it? Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Is there an ambush? No ambush? Okay. I've been playing too much Expedition. Expedition 33. Hold it with your feet, skill issue. The color of someone's soul is most important, but ass. Yeah. Oh, what do I do now? Because this is another thing over here. Is this my way down? Can I get down without dying? Does it even matter? Probably doesn't, right? It's nice, though, that they lit the path down. They could have just been like, haha. Go fall to your death now, baby girl. Oh, I watched a clip of some girls from FaZe. They're FaZe now, I think, right? Am I getting this right? Mari is in FaZe now, right? Mari _EN. They were talking about how Sakana's an ass man. Which is honestly so based. So based to just be like... yeah, so we have the prototype deliverable for the 3D model for one of your talents. What do you think, Sakana? And then Sakana's just like, I don't know, I think the ass needs to be bigger. Like, okay, alright, producer, like, you know, it's just so funny to be like, I haven't worked in, like, I would say the space for anime games or anything like that. I would be honored to if I ever got the opportunity to make, like, a live 2D or something. I don't know. But apparently it went back, like, 3 times, and he's like, nah, the ass needs to be bigger. Nah, the ass needs to be bigger. Nah, you don't understand, the ass needs to be bigger. Can you imagine the 3D artist being like, okay, so we've made it bigger. The ass is in fact bigger. Like, is this size okay? Just trying to, I don't know. It's like, how do those discussions go? Because I know that for some devs, they're just like Omega based. You know what I mean? Like, they're just like, they don't care. They're like, nah, man. Dude, that one character design, very good. I watched a video one time. It was a dev stream by the Blue Archive devs. And then one of them turned to the camera and they were like, Mari is a very say-so and wholesome girl. And like looked directly at the camera. Which is like, damn. They sure did do that. Fish Queen did join phase. Yeah, I was just making sure that I was getting the right company. Hey, Gabe, welcome. Oh, shit. Sakana is interesting, especially when he's getting yelled at by Tenma. Yeah, well, I'm trying to remember what actually happened, and I'm assuming there's multiple clips, but definitely in one of them, Sakana said something, literally anything, and then Tenma just dropped everything to join call and, like, yell him out about it, which is very funny to me. Wait, why didn't that glow? That not... Oh my god. Reading the Blue Archive comments on Steam was exactly as cursed as I was expecting it to be. Yeah, that's fair. Oh. Ow. That's reasonable and makes sense. It is not surprising to me. Jeez, why do I even bother taking the elevator? Wait, is this where we... Did I just go in a circle? I didn't go in a circle. No, I would have sent the elevator down, which means... Oh, this place... You know what I actually appreciate about this, by the way? I just want... The Expedition 33 is fucking me up. I keep pressing the wrong button to interact with things. The thing I appreciate is that they are reusing the same gimmick. So that means you could miss a lot of things for sure. But it also means that you can kind of like use your pattern recognition to get lots of goodies. So that's fun. It's fun that it's fun that you can apply the same logic or keep applying the same logic and then kind of get all the good stuff out of this dungeon. This looks like a boss fight, and I'm concerned about whether or not... Do I have to do an entire run back? Like, there's no shortcut? It is a strangely united community. Yeah, I would say on the scale, they're a little bit far past the degree of passion that I think I would ever express. I only do it ironically. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the character designs in Blue Archive are cute. I also really like the art style. Like, it's a very line art light art style, is what I would say. Like, most of the line art is kind of like colored or like the shadows aren't too intense. So, I appreciate that a lot. It's funny too, because like I feel like I've gotten a lot of comments that are literally just like, why do you look like a Blue Archive reject? You know what I mean? Because of the halo. Which, I would say that the halo was originally inspired by Jibro from No Game No Life. But similarly, I think that having cool, different design floating objects on top of your head are cool. Interesting. Okay, we've got a troll. I think they actually said something about... Oh, wait, no, this is... I fought one of these before. I fought these plenty of times. This is a normal unit. Or I'm gonna die. Time for you to do a BA collab. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would ever play Blue Archive on stream, I'm gonna be honest with you. I guess unless I did get a collab, you know, if they were... Listen, if they wanted to hit me up... If they, yeah, BA sponsor this man, I would do it. I would just, I think the thing, though, is that I can't, again, I can't, the degree of passion to which some Blue Archive players express themselves is a little bit too much for me. So, I would be very calm. Everybody, calm. And if I was included as a character, then, you know. Oh! Sorry, big yawn. Well, then I'd have to, you know what I mean? Guys, I could do the live 2D for myself. I'll do the live 2D scene for myself. It's fine. I always forget these gacha games are actual games. I only ever see fan art. Yeah, I know, right? Same. Like, oh, wow. That's a cute angel girl with a gun. I wonder what that's... Oh, right. It's just like Blue Archive. I forgot. Oh, hey, look. It's another cute angel girl. That one doesn't have a gun. That one's also Blue Archive. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be able to... Like, I don't know, man. I just can't play, like, the concurrent games on stream. I feel like... And I don't want to limit myself because I constantly preach about or tell people to, like, not be trapped by their own, you know, inner workings, to fight defiantly against your habits or whatever you want to call them. Do not be limited by the things you believe about yourself, because you'll be surprised. But every once in a while, I try to, you know, sit down and play a game that I just, like, tried to play for an extended period of time, whether that be Arknights or Monster Hunter. I was, like, so pumped for Monster Hunter. I was like, yeah, we're gonna play so much Monster Hunter because, like, this is a game I feel really passionate about, because I do feel really passionately about Monster Hunter. But, you know, the feels like the the streams are, like, end up being half just chatting, which is, again, acceptable. It's fine, but it doesn't matter that I'm playing Mon Hunt if it's going to be just chatting anyways. And then the other half of it maybe can be, like, kind of dull for some people. So, yeah. Blanc and Noir got me addicted to Nikke. Is there a thing in here? I was waiting for it to blow up. Oh, I should probably equip the thing. Oh, there's a thing over here. A smithing stone. Oh. Value. I don't think I need a smithing stone one, but value. Yeah, I would never play Nikke either. I have a friend actually who like, I don't want to say religiously because they don't religiously play Nikke. But, like, they do concurrently play Nikke. Which I think is funny. Because, like, I don't know how to say this. Like, he does appreciate the character designs, but he's not, like, really a gooner, or at least not to my understanding. Like, on a power level scale, I'm probably, like, 100 times the amount of goon as this person, you know what I mean? And, like, I'm trying to think of how to say it. He complains about the meta. That's it. Like, he actually plays the game and is like, well, I want to use these things and I can't, and it makes me sad and whatever. Or it's like, yeah, well, you just have to use the meta units or whatever. Which I think is funny, because if I played Nikke, I really want to use Snow White, because she's just such a cool character. Like, I love the fucking big-ass railgun, just charge big beam for actually 15 seconds and just like... is super cool. Really think Snow White is cool. Also very cute. But I would never play that game. She is, in her alt version, is super cute. Yeah, yeah, because the alt version is like more armored, right? Like she's more of a knight. Yeah, basically the interaction that I've had with my friend is how would I say? He just shows me the new stuff when it comes out. Like there's she's like a hero or something. Some other girl got like a knight costume basically recently. So I don't know how to say this, but he has a shrine of his favorite character. He now only dresses up as one of the characters of the game, and he will go and kill you if you say anything bad. What? No, not at all. I just don't remember what her name is. But anyways, there was like I think it's the Chuny. There's like one very Chuny character in that game, and she got a knight costume. Which I saw, and I'm like, wow, that's cute. I appreciate Nikke being based. But I would never play this game. So, I mean, I get the sense that I'm going to try playing Blue Archive and then be like, yeah, I don't really want to play the game, you know what I mean? Like, just don't care. I just don't care to play the actual game. Like, I felt like Honkai Star Rail's mechanics were good. And I still couldn't even bring myself to do the grinding, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. Okay. So we're going to lock in for half a second here because I thought that this was very interesting. So, the thing I really like about this dungeon that I wanted to call attention to is that, so we started at the top where there was like an elevator, and we take 2 elevators down, right? And then we get to here, we go down here. Like, this is how you would assume you would interact with the level, is you go down here, and then you're like expecting to get to the bottom, and you're like, oh, where's the boss room? Like, I don't understand. Like, there were some enemies here, but, you know, there's nothing there. But that was just the tutorial level, because the actual level is going back up, and if... we haven't gone back up this elevator yet again, but I'm assuming there's going to be a lit passage as we go up in order to, like, teach the player how to actually interact with this dungeon. So we'll see. But yeah, like, it's right there. It's actually really obvious, too. As there are all of those, like, cliffs. There are those pitfalls that you can go down, like, since the start of the dungeon, but you don't see them. So I could see players facing this way, like they're not paying attention to what's behind them. Once they have to actually backtrack, they find out the actual gimmick of the dungeon, and then you go like, oh wait, there's a thing down there, and then you like ride the elevator a couple times, then you can start abstracting that logic to fully explore the dungeon. So I was actually concerned that the boss was hard to find, like that you wouldn't be able to get to the end of the dungeon because the gimmick was obscured. Like you wouldn't actually be able to learn it, but they pretty explicitly teach you there. And I think this is the one corridor that has 2 entrances, if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, that's really cool. And it's very obvious. Like it was very obvious how lit this section was in order to learn that little gimmick. So this was very cool, actually. I really like how they taught that. The PC would recreate the oh my PC what? If it opens, it runs? I'm a little confused, sorry. I don't think I got the context yet. I'm sure my PC fans would go crazy if it tries to run Elden Ring, but if it opens, it runs. I see, okay. My apologies, I didn't fully read what you said, but... yeah, I think... certainly at times my PC starts dying, but it's also because I'm running a model, so... not me being a little concerned about the new model and performance, and I picked through what's it called? Like with a toothpick and a comb? Is that what it actually is? Wait a second. Fine pick, fine comb, fine tooth comb. Yeah. To see if there were any optimizations I could make so that it didn't like blow up my computer. This model is like this model that I've been using for 2 years. There are several problems with it. And every time I open the model file, I just go like, yep, I just don't know. But the new model, the new Live 2D model is, when I open it and it generates the texture atlas, I think it takes up 10K in RAM. I don't know what that means, but it's almost most of it. And I frequently need to close Live 2D so that I can open it again, so that I can continue working on it. It almost didn't save like the last 3 times I worked on it, and I'm like, Lord help me. Like, please God. But yeah, so this is really interesting so we just came from learning the initial mechanic, and then it immediately gives us this kind of lit path to do the mechanic again. I believe this doesn't lead anywhere, but now we're kind of primed to look for those things. So yeah, surely the new model will be less intensive. Yeah, for sure. I'm actually like genuinely, and I want to be like I don't know. I don't know how to express what I want to say, but like I'm really happy with the model. There have been several times where I worked on things and then like I look at it and I'm forced to look at it, and I've been working on it for a long time and I'm like, I'm just not happy with it. I think even with this model, like you look at it and you're just like, some things are a little off and I don't know how to fix it. And like, I just have to accept the fact that like, it's not perfect in my eyes. But I think I gave myself enough time to work on this model and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I'm super excited to show it to you guys when we actually get to reveal it. And I'm pretty happy with it. I'm actually genuinely very excited to share it with y'all. So look forward to that. Only a couple more weeks. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this trick is used in quite a few caves, so it's a good thing they introduce it in a very clear way. Yeah, and it's very apparent. Like, genuinely, I was like, I don't know, people might like just not get this, you know what I mean? That I'm always concerned with the onboarding of a mechanic. I feel like it needs to be very apparent just to make sure that like people get it. Maybe people don't need to get it, and it's okay that some people don't understand the mechanic or whatever, but it was really obvious. Like it is right there in front of your face. I'm actually like really curious to go back in the footage. I'm curious to go back to it to see, like, I want a screenshot of how well lit that cavern is, because I get the feeling, like, I only looked at it for a little bit, right? But I get the feeling that it's probably going to be like the platform is well lit and then the corridor is not lit, so that it makes that brightness contrast. Just to like really outline it. Like, you would need to not be paying attention to not see it, I think. So, cool little dungeon. I think that little tutorialization of the falling mechanic was quite good. So, that's all I really have to say about that. Will it still have the asset toggle? What asset toggle? I mean, you'll have to come to the debut to find out. It's on a Sunday at 1. I guess I never really said what the time is, but it's going to be later than my normal Sunday stream. I'm booking off the day, and in order to have the time to do the entire debut. So, re-debut, I should say. Because normally, Sunday's supposed to be my go out and play several hours of Magic. But instead, it is the anniversary. So, it is what it is. Crab eggs? 2 big assets? You'll have to show up to the debut. No spoilers! No spoilers for new model. No spoilers. I guess... Where am I going now? That's a good question. We have to keep going south. I wonder if we're actually going to make it to the... to the big dungeon in the south. Oh, man. We haven't explored any of the stuff over here. Oh, can I talk to Yura now that I've killed the dragon? I'll be like, yo, don't worry about it. I handled that guy. Oh, what is this? I didn't see this before. Sliver of meat. So, what does the sliver of meat do? Does it give +2 toughness to all slivers? Yo, bro, I dealt with the dragon. What up?
Beautiful work. Felling that dragon.
Thank you.
And as such, there's something you might like to know. The heart you brought back. It's used in dragon communion. If you should find yourself overcome by hunger for the heart, yearning for its strength, then seek the decrepit church on the little island off the western coast.
Oh, I mean, I've already found it, but...
You must not forget those who partake in their hunger for dragon until the floodgates burst, unleashing eternal torment. The strength of a mighty dragon. Magnificent. But deadly. It's no surprise that dragon communion is ruinous.
You keep thirsting for a dragon until you're riding the XXXL bad dragon with pump functionality. Hold on a second. Okay. Just had some messages. Just had some messages come in. So, okay, I still need to finish Elden Ring. I'm right at the part of the end of DLC, but couldn't beat the final boss. I see. Yeah, I don't know anything about the DLC, so I'm excited to play it once we get there. So I haven't finished the DLC, got distracted several months ago. Yeah, but we'll be playing the DLC. I remember talking about it when it came out, actually, and... again, maybe I shouldn't be remembering all of the things. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep saying made-up things about the interactions with Poi on this stream. And then Poi will just be like, yeah, I remember that totally, 100%. That's how we start the gaslighting train. But I remember when it came out, it was like, yeah, I'm not gonna play it yet. And you said something like, oh yeah, thank goodness you aren't playing it yet, because like I want to play through all of it before watching it, which is completely reasonable, and actually part of the reason why I don't want to play concurrent releases like as soon as they're out, because as a person who appreciates the experiential nature of playing games, I think that if you think a game is cool, you should go play it yourself. Like, do not watch me play it. Go play it. The experiences are very different. And to be fair, you know, if you don't want to play it, that's totally fine. But I do think that there is a very different value in playing it versus watching. Which also means that there is value in watching it. And you should definitely watch me. Please don't go away. I have like no viewers. I need the small amount of viewers I have. Please. Please, it's all I have. I'm just a pathetic little beta baby boy. So, yeah. Thank you for the head pat. Can't remember saying anything specific about it other than I found it largely easy aside from 3 to 4 bosses, especially the final boss, which took me like 100 attempts. I remember you telling me all of that. Or at least you told me about the final boss. But the thing that you said that I remembered was, oh, I'm glad you're not playing it right now because I'm still playing through it. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And with a game as awesome as Elden Ring, I believe that it is pertinent for you to play it yourself. Woman! Hey, look, it's woman! Blonde woman? Blonde woman? Blonde flat woman with no... I was gonna say with no ass. I was gonna say with no eyes, but like I don't... I'm trying to draw a parallel, okay? Wrong vowel. Woman? What? Wait, what's the wrong vowel?
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear for a moment, please? My name is Irina.
She's blind, not blonde.
Castle Morn, to the south. The servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over.
Sorry, that was me barking for you. My bad.
Castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander. I fear for Father's life. The servants are full wrath. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle. Please, would you mind taking a letter to my father? At the castle, my soul wishes that he escape. Even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe.
Sure.
Thank you. Then please, take this.
Irina's letter.
Deliver it to my father, who remains...
Okay.
Please, he can be stubborn.
Okay. Alright. I'll let him know. You can be her seeing eye dog. That's such a hot idea. I can definitely be her dog. That's for sure. This looks kind of like an ambush. I want the thing. Really? It just didn't even attack me. That's very strange, actually. Why did it not attack me? Why is there so much death, but it didn't attack me? What's happening here? What's going on here? This is weird. Morning star. Do I get +1 star tomorrow morning? Just have to drop my sick mixtape on them. My hot fire bars. It's funny that you can summon here. I mean, I guess. Yes, some people... I actually wonder if they increase the amount of places that you can summon. As to... just to be more forgiving, I kind of wonder. Bonk, bonk. Mighty shot. That is what they call me, the mighty shot. Use it to open chests as well as heads. Just like the kid at Black. Oh god. Oh no. I better get a star tomorrow morning. If I rest and I don't get a star, I'm gonna feel like I got scammed. So what is this? Shiny over there. Hey Sable, welcome. How's it going? We're finally heading south, or at least successfully heading south to the donjon over there. I say successfully heading south as I meander and don't actually go to the dungeon. I guess we should go to the dungeon because I didn't want to be live for too long today because there were some things that I wanted to finish before I leave. So I think as much as I want to explore, I'm getting enraptured in the lovely scenery of Elden Ring. I think we'll just go to the main dungeon and then come back to all of this. Statue spotted? Oh, was there a statue? I missed it, I'm assuming, because I'm blind. Ooh. What is that? Oh, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't want to deal with this. Was it over here? Statue? Is it over here? Ah, is that it? Looks like a statue. Can I get off, please? Where's it pointing to? Am I supposed to be able to activate these somehow, or...? Because I thought you mentioned that they point to dungeons or something. But there's no strand coming off of it, so I can't help but think that it's not actually pointing anywhere. Hey, we should go to the main dungeon, immediately get distracted. Why isn't it emitting a beam? I have no idea. The prompt even showed up on screen? Oh, what? Do I have to touch it? You have to touch them? Oh, my bad. I don't normally jerk off statues, so... But I'll make an exception. Alright. Yeah, okay. Well, I could have guessed it was somewhere over here. I guess we'll do a generic dungeon. Fine. Fine, I'll afford to be distracted. I mean, it's Elden Ring. It seemed like it was over here, so... Alright, what do we got? More jellyfish? This does look like a dungeon. Also, a big color difference between the dungeon and the side of the wall. I think that's pretty consistent for all of these, but... Get out of the way! What are you doing? You're blocking the shot! We're trying to take a photo! But yeah. Color difference between the rock face and the door. This is natural, or like this is normal. It's just more of a matter that they probably like designed this at a system level. I kind of wonder if they have separate door entrances. So for a place that has a little bit more green for the wall, I wonder if they changed it. We'll have to keep a lookout for that, like what the dungeon entrances look like in different areas. Because this is like rock wall blue, wall here green, so to make it a little more obvious. Oh, that's kind of cool. Sort of cool. Yeah, the lighting changes. So it's like kind of blue because we're outside, and then it changes to not blue when we actually go inside. It's really cool. Okay. Catacombs. See how this one is. Okay. Got good lighting leading us in this direction. Man, more assholes. More imps just going for back shots. The worst. Probably equip my lantern just to not get lost. Is this is the boss door, right? Okay, locked by a contraption. So we were given the problem immediately. I mean, we would already know that, but okay, we've got good lighting. This is definitely an ambush. Oh, we can see one of them on the wall, actually. Oh my goodness, there's so many of them. So many little guys. Oh, my friends were playing Baldur's Gate 3, and they were talking about how they were beating up goblins. And I was like, wait, I don't understand. Why were you beating up goblins? That's very confusing for me. Normally, in the games I play, I lose to the goblins. I'm very confused. It's been a long time since I played an RPG game, but this is surprising to me. Here they force you to see that the door is locked until you pull the lever, as in the introductory catacomb, you're likely to pull the lever before even seeing the door. Because of that, maybe not make the connection. Yeah, that's fair. That's reasonable, actually. You could not find the door. Here, they give you the door at the start, yeah. These are all little, like, the term I would use to describe this is the player mental model. So, like, if you've ever, like, heuristics are part of the player mental model. So there's, like, the game, right? And then there's, like, all the connections that you make as a player, like, your understanding of how catacombs work, like heuristics for catacombs, finding levers, like knowing that every catacomb maybe has like a secret compartment or a secret area that you want to look out for, the types of enemies you'll see, the way that you choose to use your spells. Like all of these things are part of the player's mental model and how they interact with the game. So I think that having that moment where you see that the door is like truly locked and behind some kind of contraption or lever helps build that mental model. At least one experience of that happening, which is why I actually think tutorials are very important. Having an interesting tutorial, I think also, okay, am I gonna die? I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna die. How do I get out? Do I just die? Oh, there's a little compartment. Well, that was very interesting. I got baited by the light. Is there a... What else am I supposed to do in here? There's a light there. Is it just a trap? It looks like there's maybe a thing over there. It's good that you can see it from here. Unless that's just a corner and I'm gonna die. Me trying to exposit about the player mental model gets caught by a freaking Elden Ring trap. Because it's an open world game, it's good to have multiple introductory dungeons near the starting area. Yeah, totally agree with this. You know, it's not just the one. Okay, this is not actually this is just a kill me trap. Okay, I don't know if there's another way to get out of here. Actually, what if I stand on it and then... Aha! My brain is so big! It's so big! I'm very smart. I'm so smart. Oh, look at me. Look at me figure out puzzle. Very smart. Smart big brain figure puzzle out. That's cool. Wow, I feel very smart for doing that. I love video games. Okay, well, I'm just gonna... Okay, okay, mister. Get off of me. Get your ass off of me. Please help. Please help. All these grave glove wounds. Yeah, I just don't really want to deal with any of this right now. Is this a lever? No. I just don't like any of this. I just, you know, gotta be honest with you guys. I don't think I like this. I felt really smart for doing this, but I don't think I like this. I don't think I like this at all. I'm gonna say... Snake Eater. Right. Oh, hey, look, the lever. Huh. I wonder what the chance is that people just simply would never find this. If they would... Okay. Alright. I mean, that is the design of the catacombs. I mean, you love it or you hate it. Personally, I love it. Just every shining light is just there to bait you into getting butt rammed by a imp. Check your corners. No, but shiny light! Shiny light, go burr! And my favorite part of it too, by the way, that I would like to mention is that it's not just... Did you ever level up after beating those 2 bosses? No. Don't think I did. Let's go get our soul. Is that it's actually importantly, it's not just that there was a light at the end of the tunnel, right? It's not just, oh, there's a light, like, oh, great, like, I'm drawn towards the light, like, wow, players are drawn towards lights, that's crazy. It's even, I'm gonna use the word sinister, but it's not sinister, right? Like, it's just they know what they're doing, right? Is that, like, there's this entire section. Like, there's this entire section with, like, the zombies. Like, maybe you're fighting a bunch of the zombies. Like, this is an area. You feel like this is a section because of the change in, like, elevation. Like, the ceiling's really low. It's a different enemy type. So maybe you're fighting these zombies. Like, you're taking your time actually fighting all these people, trying to collect all of these things. And then you get to this ladder and you're like, okay, thank God. Okay, we're getting out of the area with all of the zombies. Like, and then you have this little moment. Like, this is where you'd put, like, a vista if it was an open world map, right? This is the calm beat in a level. They know. Like, and you're like, okay, fine, I found the lever. Like, thank goodness. Okay, now I can go to the boss. Which, by the way, didn't notice this, but the statue is the same for the boss door. Very good to have that visual connection. But you're like, okay, thank goodness I got out of the zombie area. Oh, I'm gonna go get this flower now. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just the flower. It's also the pacing. So, like, having that ladder there, like, just, like, a little section of... It could have been a short ladder. It could have maybe just been a ramp. You could have just jumped up a little bit or something. And then the ladder could have been after this little surprise encounter. But I think making that separation between the lower level, that it's like its own section, it has this like encounter that you're out of now, and you're like, oh, thank goodness I'm out of the encounter. This is supposed to be a sigh of relief, but it's not. They ambush you immediately, which is awesome, and I love that. So good. Okay, and we're back to the start, I think, right? Yeah. Okay. Let me catch up with chat. What I've seen, from what little I've seen of Elden Ring sub-dungeons really gives the impression that someone from FromSoft missed Bloodborne's Chalice dungeons and wanted to make them a more core part of the game, which is rad. I'm about it. I think they were an underappreciated game mode. The problem with them is that they were really poorly explained. I actually think they were an interesting mechanical change once you understood how they worked. They even used very similar statues for the boss doors and levers. Yeah, and I think... So, it's funny because these kinds of dungeons can take the form of like outposts and stuff like that in other games, and a lot of people would call these like formulaic or like asset flips. Like, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I appreciate that there was like probably a level designer who thought of all these little like contraptions, like getting underneath the spike trap, like the ambush with the spike trap, all of these things. There was someone who like felt the flow of this dungeon, especially with that little ambush at the end. Like, that one last fucker who's there to backstab you is just like, yeah, man, you got me. You definitely got me. Like, hot. Hey, hands up, caught, you got me. So, funny. Unless you have a lot of runes, the trick isn't that mean because you spawn right by the door you just opened. Yeah, for sure. I am gonna go level up, I think, because I have runes, so. The Bloodborne ones are procedurally generated, I think, something like that. Yeah. And it's fine that there's, you know, if it's procedural, that's fine as well. But little tricks like that, I think, are cute. Cute. Okay, so I guess I can level up, like, once. I think we were working on dexterity to... Can I equip the rapier yet? Because I think I was working towards equipping it. It's this one. I need 17 dexterity, so I can't equip it yet. 2 more dex. Only some of the ones in Bloodborne were random. There's a main line of dungeons that were plot dungeons essentially crafted. Oh, right, I forgot there's a guy here. Game does not tell you. I love the catacombs. They feel like they all fit well with each other while mostly feeling like different dungeons with different puzzle games. Yeah, exactly. And I actually really appreciate... I appreciate outposts and little dungeons like this because... I think a lot of people can make the reductionist argument that it's like, oh, well, it's the same objectives, like, oh, find a lever, fight a boss, like, annoying imps that I don't want to deal with. And I think that if your pattern recognition robs the fun of a dungeon like this from you, that's totally fair and valid. I actually don't hold it against you, and I certainly think that there are some dungeons, like, I've seen this criticism of Assassin's Creed, basically, in Outposts, is that, like, some of them aren't really compelling. Like, they're not well done, they're not fun, the encounter isn't fun, like, it feels very formulaic, and I think that that's fair. But, like, really kudos to the LDs at FromSoft. Like, I think they kill it, like, every time, basically. You know, as someone who knows that, like, pacing out these beats isn't, like, it's a craft, right? And you can tell the difference. Like, I've been through the iteration cycle before, and, like, genuinely taking the time to play test, like, watching people play, seeing how, like, your little tricks work. Like, think about it this way. Like, I wonder how that last section would have been if... What if the... I could see a version of the dungeon, basically, where that ambush was 3 imps, and it was in the lever room. You know what I mean? Where you're like, oh, look, it's the lever, and then, like, you get ambushed by 3 imps, but, like, maybe that's a little mean, right? Like, I could see an iteration cycle where they're like, no, actually, we're gonna give them the lever, as you say, we're gonna give them the lever so that, like, they can just go to the boss if they want to, and we're not going to ambush them with 3 imps. We're just going to ambush them with 1. Like, little things like that, I think, benefit from iteration. Being observant when people are watching your level, or, like, watching people play your level and not being very... people can get very defensive, I think, when they don't understand a puzzle, or, like, players get frustrated and stuff. I've definitely seen people get defensive about stuff, so yeah, it's cool. Turning the Soulsborne Ring combat and exploration formula into a dungeon crawl by changing the general level geometry and hazards is a neat approach. Yeah, exactly. The walk on top of the guillotine blade, I was gonna say guillotine blade, and go under the elevator catacombs have very different feels, and each stick out as separate in my mind. Yeah, I actually do remember the guillotine catacomb, because I thought that was very interesting. I definitely brain blasted when I noticed that, and I thought, like, oh, that's really cool. My problem with these dungeons is that most of the enemies are annoying. The actual puzzles were rarely engaging to me. Yeah, and that's totally fine. I think that the goal of making, in my opinion, the goal of making any kind of, like, experience or piece of art or whatever is that, like, it does not need to appeal to everybody. It doesn't even need to appeal to the majority of people, quite frankly. Like, there are heuristics and things that you can learn. There are guidelines. There are objective things that you could potentially measure and be like, well, we're trying to hit a broad margin. But there are also points in time where you go like, it's okay. Some people will not enjoy doing this. And accepting that and instead being like, well, for the people who are going to enjoy this, like, what can we do? I actually used a very similar argument framing for a design change that I'm gonna say fought for. I didn't really fight for it that much, but I used the framing to argue for a particular feature recently, where I basically said this feature is going to be important for these people, so I think that framing it such that we don't need to worry about this other sect for this particular feature, but we can instead make it like this for these players, like, made it work, is I guess the way that I can say it in the most broad and vague terms without talking at all about anything. It's totally vague. Completely, totally vague. Yeah, okay. Let us... Oh, hey, look, merchant. Hi, merchant. You got it. Hey, look, a cracked pot. Hey, look, a key. Give me HP. There's a boss here at night, like the bell-bearing guy. Is the thing that you get from it equally as shit? Because if so, then I don't want to deal with it. Okay. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to do this dungeon. Oh, okay. Oh, that was really cool. Kind of, yes, unfortunately. That's too bad. Can this guy hit you from his first shot arc? Wait, what's the bro here? What? Was it this? Oh, hey, look, man. I'm gonna stand here for a second. Can it hit me? No! Okay, very interesting. So, little level design thing. I'm sure you could also run straight forward and then get hit here. But the archer does trigger outside of its own range, such that to tell you that there is an encounter here and you don't get roasted immediately. So that's kind of cool. Neat little... I say trick. It's not really a trick. It's just good design. You want to be warned about the threat before you actually have to deal with it. The environment here actually allows us to interact with this encounter by going around it. You could also probably just charge at it and then hope for the best, but... Oh, why is he injured? Am I supposed to know why he's injured? Is that like a lore thing? Or did I just get lucky? Well, that's kind of cool. Give him the old hot foot. Yeah. What is this? Siege at Castle Morn. A lone hero fights for his vengeance, only to follow the hand of Lord Godfrey. Castle got overrun recently. Oh. That's why he's a little worse for wear. Okay. The classic unequal lighting. I like that the lighting on the doorway is orange. It's got that orange-blue kind of thing going for it. That boss actually drops something you might find useful, worth going back for eventually. Okay. Is there anything in here? Nothing? Is there literally just nothing in here? I mean, okay. Okay. Elevator. Big elevator. And ooh, what a cool reveal. I mean, it's very morbid, but the framing of this shot is just, you have to admit that, like, it's quite a dramatic reveal. Yeah, like, these are the kinds of things where I'm led to believe there was an environment artist who, like, verbatim drew this, and then they made it. Because they're like, no, that's amazing. That's awesome. And, like, we're putting that, like, in the game. Another cool reveal, you could see the smoke from, like, the staircase, but also, like, you know, we can see the light, and then we can see all the goobers, and we're like, what the hell's going on here? I don't know what my first thought is here. I mean, the arch probably... I'd kind of want to get to the top of the hill if we're thinking confrontational, but there's also this staircase here, so I think I'm going to play safe because I don't want to deal with the guys at the start. So I'm just going to burn this. Little encounter here. Yeah, and I think I'd be pretty cautious about this because it's, you know... Yeah, as you're saying, Bullet, this is a literal mountain of bodies, so I'm a little concerned here. So just try picking them off. You don't really want to engage the entire group. Oh, ambushed by a dog. They don't really notice me. I wonder if... they're supposed to, or if I'm getting sneaky stealth attacks by flame slinging at them. Just gonna go all the way around. I feel like if I just ran into them, I would get overrun. Too busy praying? Are they praying right now? Is that what they're doing? I'm unfamiliar with their game, so... Actually kind of glad that didn't hit, because I think that's what it's meant to be. Huh? Someone behind me? Oh, there's just a couple of dogs. Why are the dogs in, actually? I guess I can hear some fighting up there. That's kind of cool. Cool detail. Don't think they're praying, they're just happy that they won. It's fair. Well, John Elden Ring is here. Take victory away from you. Nothing up here, unfortunately. I guess there's this. Fire grease. Whatever this is. If I'm up here and I get up here, there's like there's the light for sure. But I was just thinking that the white really stands out to me. So like the pathway is gray, but kind of your landmarks, or what is readable, are these like kind of white bricks. So certainly you might see this. Maybe you walk around and you see the collectible, which actually makes you want to interact with the encounter. So I could see someone like going up here, like maybe seeing that, but like kind of tracing the wall. And then maybe getting drawn in to go up there. But also that the white brick here is separate from this gray kind of pile of bodies. I have no mana, unfortunately. So I don't really want to go fight that thing. I think we'll look for a Grace first. Classic single torch denoting the entrance. Again, doesn't need to be lit, but is lit. What's this? Claymore. Leading lights all the way here. Anything over here? Ambush? Nothing. Ow. Should maybe change some of my flasks around to be more dungeon focused. Trying to parry them. I can't. I'm too bad. I'm too bad at the video game. Ow, what the heck, man? Okay. Cool that I can see that there's something over there. These are always a little interesting to me because it's like, you know, it's a broken castle wall, but also that it happens to like foreshadow or allude to the fact that there's like another path that way. I'm assuming we can go over there. It kind of looks like we can. So this is so funny. I wonder if it's going to start being obnoxious, like, because honestly, I don't mind. Like, I don't care if like the devs want to lead me around with their level design. Like, I'm down for it. Because they're helping me, and that's okay. I don't mind, right? Like, you'd rather just have this work, but like, literally, why is there a torch here? By the way, in case you couldn't find the ladder, here's a little torch. I wonder what our final count for single torch leading light is going to be by the end of the game. Hey, look, single torch leading light. Funny. Yeah, it's brown on brown. I could see it helping. Yeah, that's fair. And, like, this is the thing, right? Is that, like, I don't think this is a problem. I think that there are some people who would think that this is a problem, and I think that pisses me off because, like, no, it's helpful. Seems like a design flaw to put a torch on a siege tower. Yeah, maybe it'll burn it down or something. It's like saying, man, I hate it when artists use line weight to make art look good. It's like, okay. Alright. Orange flame game design. Man, I hate orange flames! I hate it when they use orange flames to tell me where to go. Stop telling me where to go! This is bad level design! I can't believe they would make the items glow so that I can actually see them to interact with them. I'm so angry! And anyways. I will never let that go. Grrr! My yellow paint's gonna make me angry! But honestly, yeah, I do actually think, like, so it's orange on orange. It's not, or I should say brown on brown, but the torchlight helps put color. Like, I actually genuinely think that the degree of saturation is at, like, such a nice, subtle level, such that it's not obnoxious. Like, I think super 100% saturated yellow paint is actually kind of obnoxious to a lot of people. But, like, see how subtle it is. Like, there's definitely a saturation difference. But it's nice and subtle. It's nice. So. it is funny because I like memeing it up a lot for sure, but it is just like the difference is real, right? Like the difference is that the torchlight is nice and calming to look at and like not obnoxious. Like why is there a camp thing here, right? We're not gonna ask ourselves that because presumably it's just a place where some soldiers sit or whatever, but like it's perfectly here where the cutout on the wall is. Like you could be cynical and ask yourself a lot of questions, but it's single torch leading light. It's single torch leading light again. I guess the interesting thing actually about it, specifically that light being by that ledge, is that you might be tentative to, or like you might be hesitant to jump down here actually. I could see a player seeing this and being like, I don't know if I'm supposed to go there, but because they see that this is lit, like they would come to the conclusion that, oh no, actually like that's probably where I'm supposed to go. So it's not as much of a problem for them. Is this a shortcut? I really need my flasks back. Single torch leading light. Well, I can summon here. I don't know why I need to summon here. Ah. Oh, it's guarded by this guy. Very interesting. So actually, if we took the other path and we came down here, yeah, single torch leading light. Single torch leading light. Let's go! Actually, you know what's even more interesting about this is that this wall is textured. Look at that. That's actually really cool. There's like moss on this back wall so that it doesn't blend with this wall. Take a drink every time you spot a single torch. Oh my god, wait, we need to actually do that. We should definitely do one of these streams, like, before we get to a major dungeon. I'll, like, I'll get some, like, ciders for myself, and then be like, I'm gonna take a sip every time there's a single light source marking the next... the next place. Oh, man. It's so funny. But, I actually really like this, the moss wall here. Especially this vine, like, kind of makes you look up and then, like, you can kind of interpret the space better. 10 minutes in, flood kills over. No. Okay, we're gonna go over here and try and find, I guess we have to go back to the Grace at the very start. Change our flasks around a little bit so that, don't run out. You want to take the realism angle? It makes sense to have a light source near a ladder so people can navigate to them at night. Yeah, that's actually fair. That's fair. So there is a more diegetic reason as to why they would leave a torch there. That makes sense. I guess we just end up being a little bit more cynical because it feels like maybe it feels gamey that the torch is even still lit or something like that. But... oh, wait, right. We have golden seeds. How to charge. Take my seed. No, can't do that. Would like to split it like this. Because we need more... I keep wanting to say incinerate. Catch flame. It's not even incinerate, it's combust. We're gonna combust on them. It's combusting time. I don't know if I want to fight the guy, by the way. I think I'm just going to run past these guys. I don't know if I want to fight this guy. Seems like a menace. I'm going to see how much damage it deals me. Or I'm going to fight these guys first and then I'm going to get the big guy. I'm just curious. Okay, can we not... okay. My bad! My bad, dude. My bad. You know? My bad. Wombo combo! That ain't Falco. Oh! Oh! Ah, miserable. Suffering, even. Didn't send the elevator back down. Classic. I'm actually genuinely curious about that, for anyone who maybe knows more about, like, medieval castle design. Was it commonplace to only have torches on one side? Because it seems kind of like needing to have both of them seems like too much, right? Like, you actually would only really put one on each side, no? Have I aggroed one of the other guys? Doesn't look like it. Pick up my 5k runes before I get my ass beaten. Medieval castle architect here. 1 does the job, 2 is just being extra. Thank you, medieval architect. I appreciate that. Damn. Clapped them before they could even get up. That's crazy. That's kind of cool. This guy is sort of he's past the line where the light is, so I actually think that's really cool. We can see that the light here, and that they're kind of in the darkness in their own little corridor. That's cute. I like that a lot. This may surprise you, but medieval castles do not have elevators. Alright, this is gonna sound really stupid, but, like, did they not have basic lifts? For, like, moving things? Like, really? Actually? Truly? I know that that sounds stupid, that I'm asking, but, like... counterweight elevators were a thing, but to my understanding, they were mostly used to move supplies for construction. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, that's what I was thinking. Like, they didn't have cool Elden Ring style elevators, but I was thinking more that. They're now commonplace they are. I'd be curious to know. I know the tech existed. Argoliths, essentially buckets to move rocks, existed. Okay. I mean, that's cool. Single light. 1 light, you say? There's just a freaking arrow pointing out of me. Guys, am I okay? Oh, there's a grace right here? Bro. You got a little something on your face. Dork. Dumbass. Idiot. Okay. I mean, this is a linear pathway. I guess this is kind of cool. Because I don't know if we want to go out there, but, like, it's a little vista to see that there's, like, a thing over there. Did the arrow tell you where to go? Totally. Because I think I remember this section. Or, like, that there was a thing down there. Jump. I mean... Like, we're gonna make our way down, but... The important part about this section is that, like, it shows you that there's a thing. Like, it's kind of like a vista reveal. Right? Least obvious boss arena of all time. Okay, well... I have been baited. And outsmarted. Okay. Cool. What's in here? There's a guy. Please help me. Those hideous mongrels eat me. I'll be forever marred. Anything but that, please. Think of the disgrace. Yeah, whatever, man. Wait, what the fuck? I kind of wish the slime actually ate me. Just Flaris going into every single dungeon like, oh man, I hope this super obvious corpse in a room with a shiny object isn't booby-trapped by a slime on the ceiling. Oh no, that'd be awful. Oh, goodness me. Oh, I hope there aren't giant slimes here waiting to grab me. Slimes only eat clothes. I'm the biggest piece of clothing they've ever seen in their life. That's kind of neat. So there's a tree on that side. So if you're... I don't know if you can come from this side. Single torch. Because I know you can jump there, but I'm just wondering if... The chest is booby trapped with a lava pit in front of it. Twin blade talisman. What does that do? Kansas final hit of chain attack. Interesting. Designated mimic testing sword. Yeah, I think someone told me there's no mimics, but I don't know. I don't trust that information. I have to test every single one. I don't believe him. So yeah, I guess you'd fall down here. There's that section. I believe that you could see this golden tree, which might pique your interest and pull you over there again. Again, it's just because it's saturated against the, like, gray on gray on gray. Similarly, there's this little green thing that makes you, like, maybe look up, but it doesn't seem to help you that much. But yeah. I'm just wondering if there's any more to this section, if there's anything else I can see. Or if it's basically, like, go back to the race if you wanna go back. Can you actually go back up here? It doesn't look like you can. There are absolutely no mimics in this game. Spur King emoji. Yeah, see, that's the problem, is that I don't remember if there were any, so I'm just not worrying about it. The area you have to jump off, being without rubble and having a slight depression compared to the rest of the bridge is nice. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Like, this is very obvious. You can also see here that there's, like, this little line in the texture. I don't know if you can see this. But this is a texture difference. So, like, this part of the rubble is... You can discern from the rest of the squares. Right? Okay. Yeah, so from here, again, pathfinding, we see that there's that path there. And this one here. Like, if you jump off, right, you probably saw that. I can imagine you see this. Some material change here when we fall down here. That's kind of cool. Oh, we got a dung beetle. A roly boy. Teardrop scarabs. Both Crimson and Cerulean teardrop scarabs will feed them to replenish your flasks. Ah, I see. I actually didn't know about these. Okay, is there anything else? You can definitely see that we're approaching... Actually, yeah, like, hold on a second. Like, check this out. So, we go here. This is like a vista. Once again, we have another clear shot of us approaching. I think here you'd more easily be able to see the boss door. Not that there was any real doubt. I mean, I guess you could interpret it as just a landmark, but here you can definitely see the door. I also really like this frame. Like, this vista is very pretty. Like, look at how well the objects are lined up. That's really cool. So, yeah, English-speaking chat if you want to stick around. Because I have no idea what you said. Fortunately, I'm not very smart. I don't know a lot of languages. So kind of linear path here. We have a falling section. How would I interpret this? I would actually probably start here. Because this feels like the start. Like, it's this is an implied space because of the wooden framing. And then I would go like, okay, I'm going to fall here. So it's actually possible that you might miss this little thing here. But I guess when you turn around to find the crossbeam, you'll see it. Kind of neat. So we're gonna line up our shot, and then we're gonna... Well, that's kind of funny. These have X beams, which kind of tell you where the middle is, but I don't know if that's a bait or not. Does that help us? Oh yeah, it does appear to be in the middle of the X beam, so cross beam. I don't know what it's called. Whip. Grace. Just some dudes hanging out. I'm curious from here. Given that landmark, so we recognize that. This is kind of cool. You can see the torch at the bottom there. You can see the torch there. Alternatively, there's just light. You could just jump off as well, I'm sure. But for those, what would the term be? Damn, that windup was crazy. Order inclined. Oh my goodness. I like how that knocks them out of the sky. That's really funny. They said Alice in Wonderland probably because you look like the Disney girl a bit. It's funny. I feel like for a long time it didn't really sink in, or like it didn't really connect for me that there were people who... I didn't know how many Alice clones there were. There are so many Alice clones. Oh my goodness. Especially a lot of anime girl Alice clones. Yeah, the jellyfish are just chilling. They become red when you attack them, I think, right? Blonde and blue makes sense. Yes. Blonde and blue, very cute. Okay, well, we're not full stuff. Let's see if we can do this one. Great. Ow, what the heck, man? Ow! What is this combo? What is that heal punish? Fuck you, man! Ah, that lead. Ah. That heal punish was a scam. You can't heal in neutral and get mad about a punish? Yeah, listen. How fucking far do I have to be in order to pop a flask? Like, how far, okay? What an ass. This guy's an ass. You just need to do it while after they whiffed an attack, not a neutral. Yeah, I mean, it felt like they whiffed an attack. Yeah, the reach. Like, they're a fast guy. They're just jumping around. It's fine. I'm just saying, like, they do be jumping. Do that multiple times in a row. Just gonna run over here. Just gonna run way far away. Fuck you. Ouchie, ouchie. Panic rolling. Wonder if this will... I was like, you gonna fail dodging any of these, buddy? Like... Sure. You got it, man. You got it. I should bring more healing flasks. You know, it's maybe a little unsatisfying, but this might actually be the last thing we do, because there were, again, some things that I wanted to work on before I left the castle, so... This time for sure, this time for real. This time definitely, 100%. I mean, I actually don't know. How much is left of the dungeon? Maybe I can finish it. Like if we go back up to the Grace. Left. Okay. In which case we will finish it. I wasn't sure. Punished. But you. Got you. Crafted blade greatsword. Don't think I'm going to be equipping that one anytime soon. It's a cute, cool little monument. Sneeze on him! Achua! Sneeze on that thing. Sick looking weapon. Ah, it's very spiky. Cool. What is its Oath of Vengeance? Interesting. I don't know what that does. Sounds cool though. Right, I don't need to... I keep thinking I need to go to a Grace to level up, but I don't. Why only use one sword when you can use 100 swords? Is that what the sword is? It's just like a bunch of swords slapped together? Oh. That's fair. You know what? I just like did not interpret that at all. But that's why it's called the grafted blade sword, because the swords are all grafted. Yeah. Okay. That did not... I'm gonna be honest with you, that just did not really... My brain did not process. Sounds like a pain to clean. I mean, did that thing look clean to you at all? Like, I don't know. So does this only go to the one place, or is there, was I supposed to turn and not go down here? So we have to go the other way. Which I don't... Can we even go the other way, or do we have to go back? Can we even escape this area? Like... all the way back to the start? I mean, that sucks. That's a little unfortunate. Ugh. Take a casual stroll through here. Actually, did we go off to the right? Now that I think about it. Sorry to interrupt your goon session, guys. Anything over here? There's not. They all want to glomp you so hard. Oh no, not getting dogpiled by a bunch of beasts and with their swords out. Man. Sure hope they don't group glomp me. Not an honorable knight such as myself. Okay, anyways. Anyways. A knight with such valor and honor, such as myself. Where else is there? That's the ladder going down. There's this encounter. I'll jump here, right? think there's... This is the other part that I didn't explore. Ah, it's just a collectible. Oh, frickin' ambush asshole. Okay, well. Ah! God damn. It didn't send the elevator down. Aye, okay. Oh, I'm gonna tilt! I'm tilting! I'm tilting off the face of the planet! Hey, Yuna, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We're trying to not get surrounded by guys immediately. We're just gonna run through here and not get glomped. Task, goal, survive. I wonder if this guy blocks you or not. Oh, he does not. All right, see ya. We're running! Oh, come on. Oh, wow. Okay, well. Ah! You would think that I could take more than 2 back shots without falling over, but apparently I'm weak to back shots. First I've ever heard. I didn't send the elevator down again. It's because I'm not anticipating that I'm gonna have to come back! I don't want to come back here! Just let me run through! Stop being annoying! Whining! Ah! I'm gonna tilt. Tilting. I'm tilting. Send the elevator back? Nah, I'll win. Yeah, exactly. See, this time I don't have to send the elevator back because I'm gonna win. And check this out. Just let me win! Listen, I can't help that I'm stupid, okay? I need help. I just need help. This time I aggroed a dog. Get out of here, dog. Actually gonna clear this out. Actually, can I? I'm kind of curious about this. Can I? I wanted to knock him off, but... I've got some, appear to be stuck a little bit. I'm gonna tilt. I'm gonna fucking tilt. I'm literally tilting right now. I'm gonna fucking tilt. I'm gonna crash out. I'm actually for real right now. I'm going to crash the fuck out. Can I change targets, please? Can I? I'm gonna lose it. I'm actually gonna fucking crash out. Okay, now that I'm not getting double teamed by the fucking double backshotter brothers. Get the fuck out of here, loser. Okay. Back to the ambush. We got a surprise for them this time. Screw you. They were just trying to give you feathers because you're an angel? Yeah, well, I don't want it. I don't want it. They keep their feathers to themselves. You don't have the crucible thing for wings, which I'm assuming exists. So there's that way. I'm guessing this is the other way. So, how do I get down there? Oh, I can jump, I'm guessing. From here. Okay. Shortcut? Something? Oh, there was a ladder. There was literally a ladder. That's so funny. Okay. Please, no more enemies. Please. Pretty please. What's up, friend? You get up here?
There's a face I've not seen before. I'm Edgar, warden of this castle, as ordained by Lord Godric himself. But you can see how things have turned out. The menials have all rebelled. They gave me good service, or so I thought. But it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said, and true enough, they're foul inside and out. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but whatever you come here to do, I'm afraid Castle Morn won't hold much longer. Take this, by way of apology.
Cool. Deliver the letter. I'm assuming I'm supposed to deliver this for the quest. Like, this isn't some kind of reverse psychology, like I don't give the letter and then...
I see. From Arena. Thank you. I'm in your debt, but I can't leave yet. Even if the castle should fall, as commander, I must remain to ensure the treasured sword of Morn does not fall into the wrong hands. I'm in your debt for keeping this. I'm no long on sight. Rescued Arena, I will spend my remaining days with her. Thanks to you, and devote my remaining. Arena has a gentle nature, though. I only hope it remains intact. Thanks to you, and devote my Arena has I only hope.
There's one thing I wanted to mention here, which was that when you turn the corner, there's at least somewhat of an outline because of his armor, like to separate him from the wall. Also, the lighting on the wall itself, it's not lit. It's not lit. So, like, the ground is lit, but the actual wall itself is darker. Makes it easier to see this guy. Not that I think anybody would miss him, but, you know, just makes it a little easier. Okay. We'll talk to Yurna. She was back here somewhere, right? Maybe one more bonfire back? It's back here? This is the merchant. Where is she? She's just like not a marked NPC yet. Oh, the very start, like before the bridge, right? Or is it after the bridge? I don't remember. No, she was here, I think. Oh.
Rena, how could this be?
What
My
the
daughter
fuck?
deserved better. The fault lies with me. I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered.
What the fuck?
Oh, the foul wretch is responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Arena, it will be done.
Well, it wasn't me.
I'll find the foul.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't me. Let me tell you, I would never. She's dead. Thanks, game. Appreciate you clarifying that for me. In case you weren't sure that the somewhat blind, unseeing princess girl just sitting on a rock with a cleaver next to her. You know, just making sure. Why does giving an item to someone in these games always end up killing someone? Oh, man. Okay, well. Wasn't that a cool side quest? Great. Bridge of Sacrifice. Yeah, that's symbolic or something. Cool. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for today for a short little Elden Ring. I think we played a couple of cool dungeons, though. Some cool takeaways from all of those, like the elevator gimmick, like kind of tutorial being very obvious. The pacing in the catacombs with that little ambush at the end I thought was cool, and had a unique puzzle in it that who knows if people would necessarily understand or get. I don't know. And then that dungeon, what did we have there? There was a lot of cool tricks in that dungeon as far as like painting the wall with the moss so it stands out. A lot of torches, single light, single leading light torch, and the vista for the entire back end of the castle I think was pretty good, pretty well done. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for today. Expedition 33 tomorrow again, which I'm really, really excited to play. I wanted to sit down for quite a while and play that tomorrow. Maybe like actually just 8 hours or something like that was what I was planning for. So look forward to that if you were watching that playthrough. So, but for now, what I'm going to say is if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I hope you are all excited for the re-debut on the 22nd. I'm glad that I could finally announce that there is a new model. I did work on a new one. It is done. It works. And I'm excited to show it off. So, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Appreciate your support as always, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Goodbye.